You're right. All right, you hear me now? Testing. All right, testing, testing. One, two, three. Testing. Let me see. All right, you hear me now? All right. All right. So if I ever look up, y'all need to know that that's a TV where like I still get to see myself and hear. So if I can't hear, I'll just go to this space right here, this spot right here, and my TV's on the wall with the lighting and all that other cool stuff. And if the lighting is too bright, let me know and I can bring the light down. This is a new lighting, so that's why it kind of looks different. I was gonna put my contacts in. Actually, let me still put my contacts in. But yeah, it's a dope day and stuff like that. Like we got a great show today. Give me a second. Yeah, give me a second. I don't got my contacts in. I can't see anything. But yeah, and shout out to everybody as well, man, who been holding me down with this podcast and stuff like that. Like I always tell people all the time, I'm a student to this game, always until I die. You know, I'll never feel like I'm like over people. So when you do give me advice about like podcasting and stuff, I do take that. I do take the advice. Like somebody told me, open up a super chat. I open up a super chat. Open up multiple. Ooh, this one needs to be clean. Give me a second, everyone. You know, like I listen to y'all, man, because at the end of the day, I'm learning with y'all. So if y'all trying to open up a podcast, definitely you could be like, oh yeah, you know, Rosalind did it this way. I'm gonna try it that way. I'm gonna try it this way. Where the fuck is my solution? Give me a second, everyone. Yeah, it's like, oh yeah, Rosalind did it this way. I don't want to try it. I want to do this different this way. You know. So it's always dope to even see y'all on the podcasting world too. You know. So give me one second. I gotta take these out. Put my other ones. You know. Like I'm in the cribs by myself today. I actually got time for myself today. Oh, found it. That's what I was looking for. Um, I'm actually in the house by myself today. Um, and it's because my kids and my children's mom is in Maine with her family. Um, plus I had to work yesterday too, so I didn't want to drive down there. I still gotta get my brakes done, so them shits is sliding, you know. Uh, yeah, so I'll be getting those taken care of tomorrow, but I'll start wrestling probably next week. It's just I haven't been wrestling because my brakes hasn't been done, you know. And I'm not one of those type of people who ask to use somebody's car or somebody pick me up and stuff. I never been that type of person. Hold on a second. Why are these irritating my eyes? Give me a second. I probably gotta clean them. Um, but yeah, I never been that type of person, so I just never go. I won't go. You know. and I'll just study at the house and stuff, and like watch filming and training and working out. That's why I look the way I look. You know, like compared to other wrestlers, I'm huge. You know, I'm like 215, so 215 muscles, fast. Probably will fuck somebody up. You know, the whole 9 yards. There's some people that are bigger than me. You know. I'm just being personally honest. There are people like fucking bigger than me. You would never know that they're big. Um, you know, who's big in wrestling? I met I met CM Punk once. He's alright. He's tall, but I'm like 215, fucking 5'11. You know, so I'm different. That's why I was telling homie like, yo, I can't fight you, man. I was like, yo, just I'm too big, man. I was like, you're probably like 170 wet, 180 wet. I'm like, yo, I'm like 15, 20 pounds bigger than you, bro. I'm like, I wouldn't even do you like that, you know? I always tell people, let me tell you something. Even if you're not my people and you're just melanated, I still let you know. I was like, yo, bro, I can't fight you, bro. I'm too big for you. You know? It's just the benefit of the doubt of me telling you, you know, that like, yo, that's not that type of that's not the type of time you want to be on right now, you know? You might get a lucky shot and knock me out. Who knows, man? Shit has happened, you know. So it's not like it's not possible, but I just wouldn't do people like that, man. I probably only been knocked out probably once in my life. Uh, I got beat up twice, you know, out of like hundreds, you know, 3 times, you know. I got beat up 3 times out of what, like 50, 60 fights. You know, I used to fight a lot, you know, so I wouldn't say it's fluent, but I understand it, you know. So like, like the other fight that I got beat up at, I was fighting two people, you know. I fought one, then fought another. Then when you're a smoker, like yo, you're not gonna have the same adrenaline that you had in the first fight, you know. I'm just being personally honest. It's just you don't have that same adrenaline. Give me a second, everyone. Let me check something. Mm, still do got money. Um, yeah, it's just like I tell people, it's different, man. It's a different atmosphere. It's a different type of like lingo, like fighting, wrestling, that MMA shit and stuff. Me, I'm used to like striking, boom, 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 or boxing. You know, I can do the boxing, all that. You know, grabbing by the legs and all that. That shit's some gay shit. Like my nigga, just use your hands. Niggas been fighting. Niggas been using these hands for like over thousands of right, there we go. I think it's the wiring. I think I might have to replace this wire right here. But yeah, that's why I think you're taking it out of context and you're just taking it as a just you want to be upset, but we're not taking it that way. We're trying to. This is why I say, why did the black diaspora feel in Africa and Caribbean countries? The reason why I'm saying this is because we can talk about how to fix it. You know, everybody was like, "Oh yeah, we need Black Americans to come back to Africa." No, most of these Africans haven't been there for thousands of years. Why aren't you asking the Polynesians and the Fiji people to come back? They're black. They got African genetics. So this is why I always tell people all the time to me it's very disingenuous. And the reason why I say it's very disingenuous because we're asking one part of a race to come back, but we're not asking the others. The other people who have black genetics, how did it feel? Because they're using, let me tell you something, they're using everything except African currency. They're doing import and export they're doing import and export, but not with Africans. They're only doing import and exports with Europeans. Give me a second, Kwame. How did it feel? So, but yeah, that's just how it feels, man. They failed, So it's like I said, it's not shitting on them. Give me a second, everyone. It's not really shitting on them, but it's at the end of the day, we're telling the truth. Like, okay, this is what's going on. I hope they get it together, but so far they are failing. Yeah, you know. And like I will explain because I say the black diaspora. I said the black diaspora, so it might be taken out of context too. I hope they do get it together too. He will though too. I don't care what anyone says. The continent of Africa should be the richest on earth. Yeah, facts. I believe that too. And the thing about it, I'm gonna say this: Africa had like thousands, probably 100,000 to 200,000 year head start than anybody in the world. They already had the head start. They had the Moors. The Moors came up with all these inventions. How the fuck are you losing? You live in a majority. We're not talking about America. We're talking about how to fix Africa, and this is why I say this all the time to you, Kwame. When we talk about a subject, you need to stick on the subject. We already know what's going on in America. We're talking about Africa. Why are these people leaving their country? And they're the richest. They got the richest resources of all. Why is it safer when a white man comes to that country, but not safe when an African or a black man lives in that country? These are the things that we have to ask. What does that mean? It just means that they're not taking care of their country, man. There's a lot of stuff that's going on in this country, and I had to ask a coworker before I even started this podcast about certain things and what their beliefs are. What is the Africans' belief on why their country is failing? You know, but first, before we start, we're gonna start with what what do we consider a black diaspora? You know, why do any Republicans support reparations? Kwame, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about reparations. This is a whole new topic. You gotta stay on, you gotta stay on topic, man. So we're gonna start off. What do we consider the black diaspora? People with more African genetics, such as Africa, certain Americans, Caribbean countries, and certain Latin countries or Latin islands. This is what we consider the black diaspora. But we're looking at the majority of the black diaspora, and that's Africa. We're giving all this, and this is what I'm gonna say. We try to, Africa try to get all this credit for out of the country shit, but they're not getting no credit for what's happening into their country. They're not even taking accountability what's happening to their country. This is why I feel bad for barbecue. This is why I feel bad for Abraham, because they're fighting a battle by themselves. Yeah, like the black foundational black Americans can cheer Abraham on. We can cheer barbecue on, but at the end of the day, their people are not going to do anything. Their people are not going to help them. When that nigga's on a noose or when the nigga's on the fire squad about to shoot this nigga up, none of his people is going to help him. I really believe that. We have seen it. We've seen it with Gaddafi. There's no way in hell that somebody should be touching these people in this country, and black Americans is the majority, and we're protecting all these African fucking leaders in Harlem. What the fuck is this saying about all these countries in Africa? This is why I tell you, Kwame, all the time, if you gotta move to Africa, just move to Africa, man. Help them fight. They need it. Yo, they need more help now than ever. And like, this is not me just trolling and joking around. They need help more than ever. Sorry, ever. Like, we could talk about, oh yeah, black Americans hate Africans. Okay, let's play hypotheticals. I know you love hypotheticals. Let's say black Americans do hate Africans. What does that do for Africa? It does nothing. Then if you really want to really think about it, your people right now is turning on Africans. Your people is trying to delineate now. Jamaicans and Caribbeans is trying to delineate from Africa now. Because they're starting to see what the history was. They're starting to understand, okay, this is what happened in fucking Africa with us. This is why we're in Jamaica. This is why our country is fucked up. I seen a video where this Jamaican went off on this African. Talk about go back to your fucking home. You're the ones who sold us. We are not brothers. Oh, I'm sorry, my brother. It's all peace over here. This is what the African guy is saying. Jamaicans like, get the fuck out of here. You're no brother of mine. So now what is an excuse for that now? These people are turning on Africans now for no reason? There's a reason why there's a chain reaction happening. And this is why I told you people, and Kwame, this is why I told you. I was like, be careful what you say, because at the end of the day, black Americans is influentially dangerous. Black Americans can be influentially dangerous, but we don't have that type of bone in our body to be influentially dangerous. There might be some motherfuckers that just don't like you, but give me a second. I'm gonna fix the camera and stuff like that. Like, you gotta understand, there could be some people that are influentially dangerous, but you have to understand that, like, that's not everybody. A black person is gonna be like, nah, we ain't fucking with that. We ain't rocking with that. We ain't rocking with him. All that crazy shit he's saying and stuff, we're not gonna rock with it. Cause at the end of the day, they're still our brothers, but but they did foul shit. They have did foul shit. Give me a second. The white man sabotaged Africa's countries with CIA agents for. But Marcus Garvey, but y'all sold Marcus Garvey out. Black Americans didn't sell Marcus Garvey out. Jamaicans did. The Africans did. Wasn't rocking with half the shit he was saying, but at the end of the day, it wasn't on no bullshit. He was gonna be the president of Jamaica. Y'all niggas sold the nigga out. Y'all chose the white man over Marcus Garvey Kwame. Y'all did that shit. How the fuck is that COINTELPRO and y'all did it? Y'all did that shit. Y'all gotta take accountability. Martin Luther King, it happens. But at the end of the day, there was another one that was grown up. There was another leader that had to step up. It's just, Kwame, we can't. You talk about the white man and everybody using the white man for a scapegoat, but what you doing right now? Ashaka Shakur right now, she's in Cuba. She's in Cuba. She's one of the riders. She's always been a rider. She popped a white man and ran off. Patrice Labula, his people were supposed to protect him. They didn't protect him. Martin Luther King, he was talking crazy. He was talking about, Kwame, the shit that you shit talk black Americans for, that's why Martin Luther King died. Martin Luther King died because he was talking about black reparations. He wasn't talking about this peace shit that y'all niggas is still trying to do, Kwame. It's just like the white man sabotaged Liberia, Congo, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Kenya, and Ghana. This is the shit that I'm saying, Kwame. Y'all niggas need to fight. Because these Africans are so quick to give to the white man, then hurry up and shit on their own people, on their own, to help the oppressors. Facts. You're right, Ewell. You're right. You're totally right. You are totally right. Cause like, let's personally be honest, Ewell. Same with Caribbeans, unfortunately. Yeah. It's true. That shit is true. Ewell, yes. It's so right that it's so bad. And the reason why I say it's so right that it's so bad, because at the end of the day, black Americans want Africans to do well. We always wanted them to do well. It was no ill will against them, even though they sold 4% of us and like talk shit about us. Hold on a second. And like they talk shit about us, we still don't hold that shit against them. We never hold shit like that against them. We always said like, yo, you know what? This is just how they are. We can't trust them. But you can't get mad when niggas don't want to help you. Let me tell you something. If black Americans had Africa, that shit would not be like that. That shit would not be like that. I'm just being personally honest. That shit wouldn't even be like that. Hold on one second. What's this? Alright, delete this. You know? And it's just, we can't keep on using that as an scapegoat. You know? Oh, it's the white man and stuff like that. Okay, let's say if it is the white man. What are y'all gonna do about it? Y'all should be attacking them politically, socially, and economically. I'm just being personally honest. This is how y'all should be attacking them. You supposed. That's why when you look at Black Americans, and this is why I think we fucked up. And I say this because I believe this. I think we fucked up when we added Caribbeans and Africans into our circles. I understand if they were mixed. Give me a sec. Let me turn this bad boy down. All right. I understand if they were mixed. Salute Lala Brown. How's everything? Haven't seen you in a while, dear. It's not the place. It's the people. Facts. You're right. It is the people. It is the people. Y'all the majority. You think? Let me ask you a question. You think a Black American would have sold their own people by fucking groups? No, that's impossible. Kwame, do we have to go back to this again? What about Lawrence? You know who I'm talking about, Lawrence, in Jamaica. Lawrence was a gay activist in Jamaica. Kwame, ain't nobody following that man. Till this day, people don't even know who he is. They had to make a movie about this man to find out who he is. I'm just being personally honest, Kwame. It's just, they always look for the leaders instead of being. They want to see. Yeah, facts, Lala. It's true. Well, Kwame, what Lala is saying is true. You gotta believe what she's saying, man. They always looking for a leader instead of to change. They want to see. Yeah. Like, let me ask you a question, Kwame. When was the last time we Black Americans really had a leader? We had movements, but we didn't praise the leaders like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. It's just if you did some fuck shit, niggas is telling you, yo, we ain't on that type of time with you. You on some fuck shit. You know? Your people are not like that, Kwame. I'm just being personally honest. Your people are not like that. You know? Let me see what Kwame said. This is actually the Martin Luther King. She said he was a gay activist and civil rights. Okay. But he didn't move the needle, Kwame. You acting like this nigga was like the MX, he was fucking Malcolm X, a gay Malcolm X, man. Like, you're losing me here right now. You're losing me. You act like you didn't have gay activists in Jamaica. We can't build in Africa or Caribbeans. In the Caribbeans, the people would shit on us. If you want to build over there, you have to bring whites or Chinese. Facts. I actually do believe that. I think we do have to bring whites or Chinese people to actually build with y'all. Or Indians, yep. I actually have to believe that. Because let me tell you something. Those are the only people that, can live comfortably in Jamaica or in Haiti or in any Caribbean or Latino country. And it's sad because at the end of the day, we always cheered on Jamaica. We always cheer the Jamaicans on, and Them niggas can't get it right. They won't. They wouldn't respect us. Yeah, they'll treat us like second class citizens. You know. So yeah, they made movies on. They made one fucking movie, Kwame. Come on, let's not do that. They made one fucking movie on him. They probably got different documentaries on him, but nobody know who he is. You know. So like, come on, Kwame. Let's not. It's a stretch, Kwame. That's what I'm just telling you. It's a stretch of what you're saying. In Africa, they have all the red dirt. Hold on, what's up? They have all the red dirt and the clay. Facts. You're right. What part of Georgia you from, Lala? My family's from Augusta, Savannah, and St. Clair's. Oh yes, Savannah. I said. Did I say Savannah? Yeah. Those four parts of Georgia. You know, so. But yeah, it just. Oh man. I feel like Africa and Caribbeans has some smart people. They just love the white man too much. Facts. I do that. I believe that too. Like they have the tools. I've been telling people for years. Africa and Caribbean islands have the tools. But the thing is that first of all, like you said, they love the white man too much. Second of all, they don't want to fight. They rather run than fight. You know, so this is why they're in a situation now with barbecue. Barbecue's on, yo, they're looking at this nigga as a terrorist. So, yeah, it's going to be a problem. And shout out to Barbecue and Abraham. You know, this nigga had to go to Russia to get help for Africa. I'm in Florida, but my people's is from Augusta. Yeah, Augusta's the shit. I love Augusta. I love the country areas because it's so slow and like you could get shit done. Yo, real talk, Lala. It's no gay leaders in True. Are you sure, Kwame? So if I pull up a gay leader, you're gonna have to send a cash app, or if you can't say shit no more for the rest of the show. He always calls me Tyson Beckford. He was part of the shower posse. Most people don't know that. Tyson Beckford, yeah. He was part of the shower posse. So are you ready, Kwame? Marvin Gaye wasn't a gay. He was a crackhead. Marvin Gaye was on crack. That's why he got shot. He was putting his hand on his father. It's no good. Who's that guy right there? Brian Williamson. Marcus Tomlinson. Gather was it Gareth Henry, Angeline Jackson, Simon Harris, and the foundation figures Brian Williamson, Lawrence Chong. I told you, Lawrence. You did not want to believe it. And they've been fighting since I think the 40s or the 70s. Yeah, the 70s, 1977. He was the first publicly gay person in Jamaica. Y'all was LGBTQIA before LGBTQIA. This is what I'm telling you, Kwame. That nigga was the co-founder of GFM. GFM stands for Gay Freedom Movement. That shit was in Jamaica. Send that cash app in, buddy. I know you day trading right now, but Kwame, this is why I always tell you, Kwame, all the time. I was like, yo, you gotta stay on topic. Where when you debating these seasoned vets, you gotta stay on topic, and you have to have other evidence. So you gotta dig deeper into your thinking back, Kwame. You're not bad as you are as a debater, but it's just you got to stay on topic. You can't lose focus. This is what these niggas want you to do. They want you to lose focus so they can say, "Yo, Kwame's deflected. Revenue is deflected." Cuz this is what you did. We're talking about how to fix Africa, and you just started talking about gay people. Then when I told you, I was like, "Yo, Kwame, there's gay people. There was a gay movement in your country." You said no. There's like multiple names out here. Hold on, let's see how many names. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, 6, 7. This shit was in New York Times, Kwame. This shit was in New York's Times. And like, I know your country is anti-boogery or buggery, but there's niggas in your country doing this shit, Kwame. You can't act like, yo, this shit doesn't happen to Jamaicans. When you start talking about buck breaking and shit like that, this shit was legit in Jamaica. This shit was like, yo, y'all went through some crazy shit in Jamaica. That shit was like a torture country. That was Epstein Island before Epstein Island. There were fucking little underage girls there. There were fucking underage boys. Yo, it was so bad. Like, yo, black people in America did not want to go to the Caribbean islands because of that shit. Yeah, Lala. Yeah. Kwame don't understand. Like, yo, this shit happens. Niggas was getting busy in this country. That's why they stopped sending us, because we're a warrior class. Once they sent us, we were killing people. You can't have us around those type of people who never kill anybody, because at the end of the day, the reason why y'all have some type of warrior spirit in Jamaica is because of the black people who went to your country and started killing people. And they sent us back and said, yo, we're not taking any more of these indigenous or aboriginal black people. Them niggas is crazy. This is why we didn't need Abraham Lincoln to get out of fucking slavery. We would have killed everybody. Let me ask you a question, Kwame. Do you think Nat Turner and John Horse was the only ones killing people and killing niggas off of plantations and doing guerrilla warfare? Nah, nigga, we've been doing this shit for years. Yo, we've been doing this shit for millennia. For millennia. This is why we're not having anybody tell our stories anymore. Because you fucked up and think we're a punk bitches. But we was the ones that actually were getting busy. Have no treaties or fought any. We fought all wars in America. We fought all the wars in America. In the United States, there's not one war that a collective of black Americans were not in. Or Native indigenous blacks wasn't in. We were in all that bullshit. Most of this shit wouldn't be, most of this shit would have been solved without black Americans. So what did you saying, Kwame? Y'all niggas, y'all niggas needed a trading, and the trading wasn't even for everybody. The black maroons fucked y'all over. What are you talking about, Kwame? Them niggas fucked y'all over, and look at how you was gloating for months, and I let you gloat for months. But niggas found out saying like, yo, them niggas sold them out. Them niggas sold the Jamaicans out. For their own land. To get away from y'all niggas. Every uprise. That is not true, Kwame. They had to let us go because at the end of the day, it was happening on a frequency, on a frequent basis. It was happening on a frequent basis where they couldn't control it. This shit was getting crazy in America. This is the reason why we have rights. This is why people study our warfares. This is why people study our tactics. It's not that it doesn't work and it's very peaceful. No, it's because niggas get busy. We are a warrior class. Stop the cat. You are making shit. No, Shabaka. And everybody, and Shabaka, every time I'm going to tell everybody about you. Shabaka is a sucker because Kwame checked the nigga. Nigga was talking about his people, his own movement. Talked about his own movement right in front of him. And you know what Shabaka said? Well, he makes good points. About your own movement that you did in the 60s? That's a fucking sucker. This is why I'm going to keep on calling you a fucking sucker. Yes, you're the biggest capper. Shout out to E. Will. Shout out to you too, Shabaka, but you a sucker. Go on. Let's slide now, Kwame. Warrior classes don't run from dogs. Oh, you're talking about Shabaka. Shabaka ran from dogs. We laid him out. You're talking about your buddy, your big brother, Shabaka. He ran from dogs. He got bitten from dogs. He's the one who got sprayed with them water hoses. And you shit on your boy. You shit on your Pan-African brother. This is why I tell y'all don't follow Pan-Africans, because they always turn on each other. Look at how Kwame just turned on Shabaka so fast. Kwame's a piece of shit sometimes. This is why I say don't trust him. He's a piece of shit. His ideology is a piece of shit. He think he's getting one up on me and not knowing that Shabaka was fighting for those people. Kwame's not in Jamaica. He uses that shit as a fucking... He's using that shit as a fucking vacation. He uses his own country as a vacation. That's sad and pathetic. All Africans rebleed, escaped a plantation and searching for freedom is basic to all enslaved people. You are the biggest know nothing I see. Shabaka, we don't hear you. You know why we don't hear you? Because you's a fucking sucker. That nigga was still shitting on you, telling you that you was running from dogs. Saying all this crazy shit, talking about you used to get spit on, and you defending the nigga. You's a loser, nigga. Shabaka, you're a straight up fucking loser. I'm gonna be personally honest. You have no heart, you have no will, you have no morals. Ethically, you're a fucking loser. Let me tell you something. You try to get tough with black Americans, but this cornball ass Kwame Revenue nigga just shits on you, shits on all your people who fought. And the thing about it, I salute your people. I wouldn't do that shit. Niggas would have had guns with me, but this is the way how you chose to fight, the white supremacies. By all means, I have to respect it, but Kwame don't respect that shit. But you don't care because you're a fucking loser. You're scared of Kwame. It's you scared of Kwame, or you and Kwame are the same person. I'm being personally honest. You could talk about I'm a know nothing, all this other bullshit, but yo, you stay getting shitted on. This raggedy ass nigga Kwame is shitting on you. Doing day trading, talking about, yeah, that nigga Shabaka's a loser. But you want to attack me, a nigga who knows who's gonna defend himself. You're fucking, yo, you're pathetic, Shabaka. And like everybody, I'm glad y'all all seeing Shabaka and what he's writing. I'm glad y'all seeing what Kwame is writing, or revenue, whatever you want to call this nigga. This little dusty nigga. This nigga's a dustball nigga. he's a Jamaican man dustball. Nigga, not even Jamaica Queens claim you, nigga. Not even Jamaica Queens claim you. I wish you would tell me I'm lying. We'll go back. You are lying pieces of no nothing, making shit up. You hear me? You have done nothing but talk. You listen. I could teach you make up shit. All right. So since I'm making up shit, let's go back to what Kwame said. Right here. Every uprise was put down viciously. The whole world watched black Americans run from dogs. Warrior class, don't run from dogs. Now, whose peaceful movement was running from dogs, getting bit by dogs, getting sprayed by a water hose? Holding hands, talking about we shall overcome, singing Negroes spirituals. I'm not shitting on it. Yes, you are, Kwame. Don't get scared now, Kwame. Don't get scared. Don't get scared. We can't be biased. Black America's been the most educated. No, that's not true. It's because of us. White America can't even get the shit together. White America can't even build shit without us. Let me tell you something, Kwame. Why you think passports was created? It wasn't created for, oh yeah, we don't want niggas to leave the country. No, passports was created because if we would have left, they would have lost that. They would have lost the black dollar. They would have lost that black dollar. Is this the emotional? Yup. That's revenue. Kwame. That crybaby. Thanks for getting spit on. And the thing about it, Shabaka was the niggas getting spit on. You was getting spit on, Shabaka, and Kwame was making fun of that. He was antagonizing that. Now you scared. All you can do is call names. Kwame is a Pan-African warrior king. Oh, he is, huh? He's a Pan-African warrior king? Okay, if that's what you go with. You sit there and talk about people and places and don't know what to talk about. You are proud to be a slave. This is why I say I think y'all are the same person. This is why I think y'all are the same person. That's why y'all always fall. Kwame, you saying America is the white man's Wakanda, but you live in America. You're not going to Africa. You're not going to help Africa. Them niggas is gonna kick you out like you're Nigerian. Like, let's personally be honest about this. Them niggas don't like you, Kwame. That's why your people just turned on the Africans. Your own people turned on the Africans. And you know I'm not lying. You know I'm telling the truth. Your peoples in Jamaica are turning on Africans and kicking them out the country. Talk about get the fuck out of here. We don't want you here. You're the reason why we're in Jamaica. You the people who sold us. So, like, what are we saying? Yeah, after you just shitted on him, y'all niggas is losers. Both of y'all niggas is losers. Yo, Kwame, I'm gonna tell you this. You better hope I don't stay up all night and hear the Tariq Nasheed show. Cause I'm gonna shit on you, nigga. I'm gonna shit on you and Shabaka. That nigga Revenue is a sucker. He shitted on his own Pan-African brother. Told this nigga that he got spitted on. He laughed at this nigga getting spitted on, getting chased by dogs, doing that peaceful shit, getting killed. And that nigga Revenue thought that shit was funny. I'm gonna say that. And you know I'm gonna say that, Revenue. So anytime, and put it this way, anytime you get on that show, them niggas is gonna shit on you. I'm talking about on some Super Saiyan level shit, nigga. You better hope I don't stay up all night until no 2 o'clock just to hear the Tariq Nasheed show. I'm gonna be personally honest. Yes. You're not no revolution. You a sucker. You're a revolutionary sucker, nigga. That's what you are. I'm gonna be personally honest. You are talking about what you've done for the white man. I ain't do shit for the white man. I ain't do shit for the white man. Let me ask you something, Shabaka. What have you done politically? What have you done economically for black people? What have you done socially for black people? Those three things. You can't even name one. This is why I made this topic. I made this topic because you know what? I knew you was gonna come on here. You and Kwame was gonna come on here with some bullshit, and y'all have no answer for Africa. Y'all have no answer for y'all country in the Caribbean islands. Y'all don't have no answer. No, the Jamaicans don't love Africans. After that bullshit I seen, no, they want them out their country. No, 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 no. We're not gonna do that. You know why? You know why, Shabaka? First of all, y'all can't even hold y'all own nuts. Y'all can't hold y'all own nuts. All this FBA zombie shit. That shit don't mean shit. That shit don't mean shit. This shit's gonna happen without you or with y'all. I'm being personally honest. This foundational black American renaissance is gonna happen with or without y'all. Which side of history you're gonna be on, Shabaka and Kwame, when this shit happens? What are you gonna tell your kids when this happens? You're gonna tell your kids you're gonna be against it. You know why? Cause I'm gonna stay alive. I'm gonna stay alive just to know. I'm just gonna show people like, yo, these are the niggas who was saying this shit. These are the niggas who were against black Americans. These were the COINTELPRO people. You know what? Let's get into another question. Why are these Africans and Caribbeans countries? Hold on one second. Why are these Africans and Caribbean countries failing? Why are they failing? Like Shabaka, I want to know this. Why are these countries failing? You could say it multiple times, Shabaka, it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it right. It's still wrong. But why are these countries failing, Kwame? Why are these countries failing, Shabaka? Lala already gave us a few, and she could probably keep on going on and on and school y'all. How do y'all think y'all future generations go to? Mhm. Facts. Let them know, Lala. Let them know, because at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. Sooner or later, niggas ain't going to want y'all around our kids. First of all, y'all not going to have a country. Y'all not going to have a city of your own. Sooner or later, black people are going to create cities. You know? Hold on. Yeah, it's gonna come to a point where America's gonna get you out this fucking country. And I'm just gonna be personally honest. It's not what black Americans want. Black Americans been wanting y'all to stay, but at the end of the day, y'all do more harm than than helping. You know? Like, let's personally be honest about it. Um yeah, y'all do more harm than good, you know? Give me a second, everybody. I forgot to put that down. And also, I forgot to say is welcome to the Bronze Reaper podcast. I'm your host, Rosalind Perkins. How's everyone doing today on this great morning? We already started talking and things getting crazy. So y'all really not going to be able to come here because the white people not going to want you in their community, and they're not going to be able to put you in us. Facts. That's true. That's true, Lala. What Lala's saying is true, Kwame, Shabaka. Y'all gotta peep that, because at the end of the day, the divisiveness is crazy with the Caribbeans and the Africans. Like, I'm gonna tell you why the Africans is feeling. It's easy. Tribalism, scamming culture, colorism, colonization, anti-black, was it divided, and fleeing. Like, How do y'all make up? How do y'all make up an excuse for fleeing? That's crazy. And you probably gotten some good stuff here. Don't get me wrong, but let's personally be honest. Y'all haven't really done anything here in America. Y'all probably got these little ass jobs, working like 4 or 5 jobs. Everybody's working 4 or 5 jobs. Of course y'all gonna have money. You know, of course y'all gonna have money. But y'all all living in one house. You know? It's not like, oh yeah, y'all niggas did it from the dirt. No. Africa is rising up. If you are feeling to see and acknowledge. Uh, who the hell would they? So I'm glad you said that, Shabaka. When have we ever been strong with y'all? When have we ever been strong with Africa and the Caribbeans? Y'all held us more. Y'all held us down more, and we had to do extra work than y'all helping us. Have some of y'all done something? Yes, of course some of y'all have done stuff, but we could have done it ourselves. But shout out to the people who stayed on code with us. You know, like look at what's her name, Jessie Wu. You know how much she gives credit to Black Americans, and she's a Haitian Canadian. She said she would never, she would even be here if it wasn't for us, for our ancestors. You know, don't need it, don't need them. Never had been a burden since you got here. Facts, facts. And this is why we have to talk to y'all like that because, like I said, we're tired of the disrespect. You know, and like let's look at the Caribbean. The reason why the Caribbeans are feeling colorism, anti-Black American, no control of their resources. What else? Savagery, fleeing, no unity, no unity. Who shot Bob Marley? His own people did. Who sold Gaddafi out? His own people did. Did the Democrats have a did the Democrats have a hand in it? Absolutely. But his own people sold him out. He is. He is, he will. He might not want to admit it, but it's getting crazy out here. They they men bleach their skin and they can't tell them shit. Yeah. Vibe Cartel had to come out and say like, "Yo, man, I was bleaching my skin." There's a lot. There's a colorism epidemic going on there. Where's the Sh- Shabaka? We are America. We are America. America would never be done without America, without foundational Black Americans. Let's personally be honest about that. Like you want to shit on Black Americans, but we created over 50,000 inventions and components, or we had a hand in it. The shit that we still use to this day, from food, culture, fashion, entertainment, political policies, laws, certain freedoms. These are the things that we have to talk about it because at the end of the day, nobody sees it. Shabaka and Kwame want to deflect all the time, but which as Black Americans, we've been trying to fix Africa. We've been trying to have a hand in Africa and try to help people without even trying to get anything. Shabaka's probably say, say in America talking shit. Yeah, he does. He is. Shout out to Extreme X. He is. And the reason why I always said like I always told I think Shabaka is Revenue or Kwame. I think they're the same person. They the same person. I know Kwame ain't gonna tell me that, but think they're the same person. Evil. I'm an African warrior king that's doing something for Africans worldwide. Not sitting crying and name calling. We're trying to fix Africa right now. We're trying to fix Africa with the. We're talking about the topic of fixing Africa. What you're doing, Shabaka, you're deflecting and trying to take the blessings from Africa, the blessings that Black Americans is trying to give Africa, and try to shit on us. We just named a few things why and what took part of Africa failing. What you did, you just started talking about Black Americans, shitting on Black Americans. We talked about the colorism and the tribalistic and the scamming culture of Africa. We talked about the colonizations. And I'm talking about from the white supremacies that took these countries. I also talk about the anti-black, the divided that these countries are, and the fleeing. They have a fleeing culture. Why the fuck we want to come over here and your peoples are fucking dying? They're fucking dying over there. You come over here and get 5 fucking jobs and you living your best fucking life while these people are struggling in these countries. Put your flag in the pocket and go home and handle your business, coward. Facts. Extreme X, he's a sucker anyways. This nigga Kwame just did, a few weeks ago, no, last week, Kwame disrespected him and told this nigga like, yo, you be getting spitted on and fucking being sprayed with water. Yo, this nigga was talking crazy about his movement. And you know what this nigga said? He made some great points. Shabaka's a sucker. And the Jamaican madman revenue he always been a lame. Talk about my brother this, my brother. This is why I always tell certain people, don't call me brother. I get offended when you say that. I get offended. Because those are the niggas who will stab you in your back. The niggas with the kufi on with the Malcolm X glasses. And I'm not shitting on them. It's just, nigga, you're going to end up dead or something or in jail. Fred Hampton, Malcolm X. Yeah, that's why they so scared to fight them in their country. These niggas want to talk them down. No, you need to fight. All this warrior shit that these niggas be talking about, y'all niggas need to fight. They don't understand. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna be personally honest with you, and this might hurt Africa, but the white supremacists don't understand fucking being civil. They understand war lingo. They're fluent in war. They're fluent in genocide. They want to wipe y'all niggas out and y'all niggas is trying to talk to them. This is why I say don't listen to Kwame or Shabaka. These niggas is trying to erase you from this world. This is why I say stop calling Black America. We're only what? 43 to 60 million of us? And y'all niggas is in the trillions? You better call your peoples who are in these white supremacist countries and tell them to come home or don't come back at all. Shabaka, Kwame, go home or don't come back at all. Don't talk about your Jamaican. And this goes for all these Africans and these Jamaicans in the Western Hemisphere. Go home or don't come back at all. Stay in America. Stay in England. Stay in, nigga. Stay in France. And I fuck with them niggas, them African niggas in France heavy. Those are niggas. But go home or don't come back at all because at the end of the day, they need help now. Mm, everywhere, you know nothing about struggle. Shabaka, you's a sucker. You worship the white man. And then this is why I said y'all niggas are scared to go to war with them. Especially you, Shabaka. You had this nigga Kwame disrespecting you in front of all of us, and we seen this shit in front of black people, black Americans. You you just destroyed Martin Luther King's name. And this is why I always tell people all the time I had a problem with Martin Luther King until he died. The reason why I started having a problem with him until he died because he was talking about this peaceful Mahatma Gandhi shit, and Mahatma Gandhi was a pervert. Mahatma Gandhi was a pervert. Was he smart? It's debatable. But he was a pervert. He liked young girls. That's why niggas popped two in him and niggas didn't really care. That's why Ghana didn't care. Let me ask you a question, Shabaka. How the fuck you support Martin Luther King and he used Mahatma Gandhi's ideology, but Mahatma Gandhi felt a certain way about Ghana? How's that possible? How's that possible? This is why I say y'all are failing. I just gave y'all multiple things that you're feeling. I'm gonna go back to the Caribbeans. Colorism. They feel it. Their country is feeling because of colorism. Anti-black American, black American ideology. No control of their resources, and that's on both sides, Africa and Caribbeans. Savagery, fleeing, no unity. Let me tell you something. If you're gonna have savagery, have it on the enemy, not on your own people. Y'all should be coming together no matter what type of bullshit happened. Cousins and uncles die. Okay, we understand this shit. This shit needs to be put to rest because at the end of the day, your countries are failing. You should be hitting these niggas economically, politically, socially. This is what should be going on in y'all country right now. People should be playing roles. You don't need no leader. Just have people play roles. Boom, 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 boom. But y'all don't want nobody to play roles. He didn't like people either. Yeah, he did. Muhammad Gandhi didn't like black people. Hell no. And this is why I asked him. I was like, yo, how do you like the peaceful protest and like Ghana at the same time? Because that peaceful protest came from Mahatma Gandhi because he had other people fight for him. He didn't fight, but other people fought. But when I started liking Martin Luther King is before he died because he started talking about reparations. He started talking about tangibles. He started talking about policies and laws and stuff. He started talking about the things that we're talking about now, and people are talking about us, talking about, yo, we're divisive. We're not getting those. We're the ones putting in all the work and not getting anything. We're saving everybody and not getting nothing. Why the fuck should I save you? I'm just being personally honest. It just doesn't make sense. But we're gonna start with the first video, man. And after these videos, I will give my I'm gonna give my opinion. because I wrote down an opinion on this one for Caribbeans and Africans and why their countries are failing. You know, but oh yeah, before I start, I spoke to an African coworker and I was like, "Yo, I'm doing a podcast tonight. I need to know why you think your country is failing." He blamed the white man. He said the white people killing all their leaders. They're taking their resources. That's what they said. But we're gonna see what the social the world thinks. You know.
Africa so how could a place why is Africa so poor? How could a place that holds trillions of dollars in rare minerals, gems, and other resources be so incredibly impoverished? And for many, the answer is simple enough. Africa is poor because of the legacy of colonialism. The narrative usually goes something like this. Europe's great powers invaded, conquered, and pillaged Africa of its raw resources, leaving the continent impoverished to this very day. Now, more than 60 years after the end of colonial rule, the continent is still struggling to overcome decades of exploitation at the hands of the European powers. It's a compelling narrative, and many people believe it. But the problem is, it doesn't seem to be telling the whole story, and here's the proof. Consider the story of another ex-colony that gained its independence around the same time as most African nations. Singapore, a former British colony with virtually no natural resources, has risen to become one of the wealthiest nations in the world. Today, Singapore is actually richer on a per capita basis than its former colonizer. So if colonialism doesn't tell the entire story there, is there anything else that can explain why Africa specifically is so poor? Well, one interesting factor is Africa's geography. The economist Thomas Sowell points out that bad geography has hindered the continent's development for centuries and continues to do so.
I would tell people don't follow Thomas Sowell because he's a coon. But we're gonna listen to what he has to say. Cause you done, you just a young boy. I haven't even met Tariq Nasheed. I have spoken to him. I haven't met Tariq. I think he, when he passed away, his legacy is gonna be crazy. His legacy is gonna be crazy, and they're gonna have to do a documentary on Tariq Nasheed sooner or later. I'm gonna be personally honest. I hopefully, as my media grows, I hope I can do a documentary on Tariq Nasheed. You know, first show my skills. Second of all, pay homage to his legacy that he does have. See that he took another route from being a Mac and writing all these books, being a millionaire and stuff like that, teaching people how to pick up women, to this, what we have, an activist. What's different between me and him, I'm a radical activist. I can say stuff that I do believe and don't believe. And the reason why is just that's the whole thing about being a radical, not having you have no loyalty to no party. I have no loyalty to no party. I don't have no loyalty to fucking the Republicans or the Democrats. Do I think the Republicans is a piece of shit? Absolutely. Do I think the Democrats are a piece of shit? They're not far from it. They're scumbags too. I'm being personally honest, and this is why I always tell people I put my people first. This is why I tell y'all, I'm not gonna block y'all. I will argue with y'all. I will find some shit about y'all, and shit's happens. Shit's gonna happen. How many times I found some shit about Kwame? Let me tell you something. When I met Kwame, this nigga used to talk about how great Jamaica is. He used to talk about how great Jamaica is. A month later, after a month, Like last month, he stopped saying that shit. He stopped saying that shit. Because I was finding shit about Jamaica. I'm like, yo, my nigga, you gotta talk about this. And he always deflect, talk about, oh, well, Black America is this, Black America is that. Black America don't have their own land. That's why I say Shabaka's the same way. Shabaka, I found out Shabaka's a sucker. He let these motherfuckers disrespect him. He has no honor. He has no honor. This is why Black America don't respect y'all. Let me tell you, I'm gonna be personally honest about Caribbean islands and Africa. The reason why Black Americans stop respecting y'all, and I'm gonna be personally honest, because y'all don't fight for y'all people. Y'all scared to fight the white man. The only person who's really fighting the white man is, like I said, Abraham and his people, and Barbecue and his people. But all the rest of y'all niggas is not helping. These niggas is about to kill. It's about to die for y'all niggas to have freedom. And y'all niggas don't want to help. Y'all thinking y'all could do the same thing that y'all did to Black Americans. Just come there with a fucking plate and fork. You can't do that with your country. Your country is struggling. Your country is struggling right now, and y'all niggas is not helping. Y'all niggas fled. This is why I told y'all, your leaders should be like this. Come back home or don't come at all. Stop using your country for a fucking vacation, Kwame. Oh, I got a few houses down there in Jamaica. Nigga, if you would have said that and I was Jamaican, my nigga, I would rob your fucking house. I will burn your fucking house down. Because you're disrespecting the soil. You disrespecting the grain. And I'm just being personally honest. That shit is crazy. You using your house for a vacation every fucking 2 or 3 weeks, nigga. Out of like fucking a year. That shit is crazy. Then you're not bringing no type of resources to your country. You're not bringing no type of help to your country to be better. Nigga, you talking about going to fucking Africa. You too, Shabaka. Instead of fixing your country, you talk about going to fucking Africa.
So to this very day. For example, while Europe's long coastline and plentiful natural harbors helped to facilitate a strong maritime trade all the way back to classical antiquity, Africa has had few of these features. In fact, the continent actually has less coastline than Europe, despite the fact that it's much bigger. It has very few deep water ports, and with the exception of the Nile, none of Africa's major rivers are easily navigable all the way to the ocean. These geographical problems create huge challenges to trade in Africa, but geography...
See, you hear this? Ain't no way in hell Africa should be like this, and y'all niggas is talking about them niggas is smart. Y'all niggas should. Let me tell you something. This is why I say, yo, come to Africa or don't come back at all. If you go there just to study and get education, I understand that, and start a business in Africa, I get it. But when you stay in a fucking different country with your oppressors, there's an issue. There's an issue. Then you're not helping the people that even got you to this country to get this information. Nigga, there's a problem. You just turned on them? Talk about at least I don't live amongst them? And you live amongst your oppressors? That shit is crazy. How the fuck do y'all think that is alright? This is what I don't get. How the fuck y'all think that's alright to do that to your country?
Geography is not destiny. Just look at Botswana. This sub-Saharan country has set records for economic growth despite being landlocked in the middle of the Kalahari Desert. While Botswana does have plenty of diamonds, it lacks many of the other major natural resources, rivers, or harbors that many of its neighbors do. And yet, Botswana is one of the richest nations in Africa with a strong and growing economy. The story of both Botswana and Singapore show that the true culprits behind Africa's persistent poverty has to be something else. Now consider this. In the Tanzanian Constitution in 1965, it discussed the government's role to, quote, prevent the accumulation of wealth to an extent which is inconsistent with the existence of a classless society. This Marxist sentiment was not unusual in sub-Saharan African governments post-colonialism. The bottom line is, many former colonies have not only overcome prior subjugation, but have thrived both politically and economically. But they all seem to have something in common. Instead of trading colonialism for Marx, they adopted systems which encouraged private property rights while at the same time embracing stable governments which established dependable legal systems and then courted foreign investment. The good news is there is hope for countries still struggling to develop, but history suggests that it will come not only through political freedom, but economic freedom as well.
That shit is fucking crazy. So why they living in your land, Shabaka? Why are they living in your land, controlling your resources? And like, this is why I always tell people all the time, yo, this shit's it's sad for those people who live in Africa, because at the end of the day, we all know that they're smart. They're very smart, and they can figure it out. But at the end of the day, Black Americans wouldn't mind giving them help. But at the end of the day, you got to look who the people that they send here. They send these people to America to shit on America and stay in America instead of come back. This is why Japan passed y'all. Japan got blown. What did Dave Chappelle say? Them niggas got blown up to fucking Hello Kitty. And them niggas found a way to surpass fucking America in technology. They sent all their people to their school after they got their reparations. They got their education and they built their country. They went back to build their country. This is why I told Shabaka and Kwame, they only want to have babies by Black Americans. It's not fucking Africans and Caribbeans. Those are not warrior class people. They want the lineage. They want the lineage. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, these people are bad, but I'm just saying they want warrior class babies. I'm being personally honest. Because you got to look at it. What type of success has came out of Africa in the last 200, 300 years? What type of success came out of what success came out of America with Black America in 200 and 300 years? There's not that much that came out of Africa. And I have to say that. No, it's not. No, they're not, because y'all were fleeing. How the fuck are you telling an African they're breaking that mentality and they're running away from their homeland, Shabaka? They're not leaving to go to another town or another state. They're leaving the country. They have to learn a whole new culture. That's the difference between, like, yo, I'm going from Alabama, I'm going to go to New York. Or from Georgia, I'm going to go to New York. It's still the same culture. There's subcultures, yes. But it's still the same culture. They can still adapt. They have to learn a whole new culture when they come to America. They can't bring their culture.
Harden, author of Africa, Dispatches from a Fragile
Now we're
Continent.
gonna see how
Why is it
the
a
Europeans
fragile
think
continent?
of y'all.
Well, it's fragile because it had a very brief exposure to colonialism, probably the briefest and in world history. The colonialists came into most of the continent in 1880, 1890, and by and large they were out in terms of controlling most of the territory of the continent by 1960, 1963, 1964.
These people that you're liking right now, these people that you protect, Shabaka, that you protect, Kwame, they're shitting on you right now. This is what they think of you. They think that they didn't do no damage. They're thinking that they didn't even do no damage. Listen to what this man say.
1890, and by and large they were out in terms of controlling most of the territory of the continent by 1960, 1963, 1964. The place had a very short and rather violent exposure to modernity in terms of nationalism, in terms of the way it's divided. And it is in the process, slow, jerky process, of learning how to grow into the national grid that was imposed on it from Europe.
When were you there?
I was there from 1985 till 1989. I went for the famine in Ethiopia. I
Niggas is
parachuted into the
disrespecting y'all.
famine in Ethiopia, which was luckily it was the worst thing I saw on the continent because 1 million people were in the process of starving to death and from famine-related illnesses dying. And I left in 1989.
What were you doing there?
I traveled across the region, sub-Saharan Africa, 45 countries. I made it to about 26 countries, I think 26. But I went to the big countries a lot. I went to Nigeria a lot. I went to Zaire. I went to Sudan 12, 13 times. Ethiopia, Kenya, Zambia. I was there to try to explain the politics and the economics of the place.
Writing for?
Writing.
You see how y'all accept these type of people into your country and they're shitting on you right now? This nigga's on C-SPAN shitting on y'all. This man's shitting on y'all right now. This is why I told y'all get the education and you get out this fucking country and you bring it back to your country. Why the fuck are you making money for this country and you can bring this back to your country and make 3 times more? Y'all have all the resources. Africans know when stupid ass FBAs wake up things will change. You must know who you are first. No. We're not talking about who I am. We're talking about a problem in the black diaspora. All this Pan-African spiritual boule shit, we don't give a fuck about. It's bougie shit. We don't give a fuck about that bougie shit that you be talking about, Shabaka. We're trying to figure out how to fix Africa. Let me tell you something. For the last hour and 40 minutes, we've been trying to talk about how to fix Africa. You've been talking about Black America. Everybody, he been talking about Black America, and we've been trying to figure out how to fix Africa. This is how I know how to pick out certain things and certain educational structural things. It's because of people like Shabaka and Kwame. Or if y'all want to call her Revenue, it's Revenue. I have a problem with that because at the end of the day, they're not helping Africa. I think they're enabling Africa to be a shitty fucking country. And not really saying like, yo, you could be great. You have everything. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight. You're going to have to get these motherfuckers out here. You're going to have to do... Let me tell you something. That nigga, what's his name? The nigga who came out of the nigga who they swap out for, what's her name? Brittany Griner, the nigga who was selling weapons. Why isn't Africans over there trying to get weapons from this nigga? Or do some type of deal. Like, I get it, yeah, talk to Putin. He's giving you some type of weapons and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, you're gonna need weapons. You're gonna need guerrilla warfare. Somebody's gonna have to teach you this shit. People are gonna have to teach you about this technology warfare. Let me ask y'all a question. And this is why I respect Vladimir Putin. I respect Vladimir Putin so much because hey, what's going on, Charlie Shaw? How's everything? Salute. The reason why I respect Vladimir Putin so much because you gotta understand when what's his name? Joe Biden out there talking shit to Vladimir Putin, he fucked him up economically. That's when the gas prices started going up. This is when all this other stuff started coming up. Niggas, everything was getting expensive because of Joe Biden. He was talking shit to fucking Vladimir Putin, and within a day or two, shit went up. Gas prices went up to $2 extra. Like, are you serious? Like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Nigga, I always remember I was like, yeah, my gas price is like $1.50. I went to go get gas, and this was I was driving my Beamer. Nigga, that shit went up to like what? Extra what? $2? I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? This shit was just $1.30, $1.50. Why the fuck gas is like $3? Niggas was getting mad. It was like, yo, are you serious? I'm paying almost $80, $90 for gas? Like, nigga, gas was just like $50, $30. I was paying like $40, $50. Shabaka, it's enough if you can Africans flee in Africa to go back to support Africa's liberation. Yes, you're right, Charlie Shaw. You're right, because at the end of the day, at least they're helping that country. How the fuck are you in America and you're talking about, oh yeah, we're about to, they sound like them niggas who just got out of jail and for some type of like drug raid and stuff, talk about like, yo, we're about to be back on top. Yo, the streets is about to be ours, and not knowing that the whole game changed. The game that they remember isn't the game no more. I just showed these people, and we're not gonna watch this video because it's very disrespectful to Africa. But I showed this video to show them that they will do anything. Facts. That's what they're gonna have to do. The Caribbean countries too, they're gonna have to fight. You just can't leave it up to one coalition like just barbecue. Yes, this nigga's militant, but at the end of the day, this nigga should be training the community about how to defend themselves. It's not the land, it's the people. Facts. But they're so used to it. Also, Charlie and Lala, you gotta also understand too, they're so used to selling out their own people. So when another nigga you gotta look at it. When another nigga has something, they don't mind selling that other nigga out to get like a little piece of the pie. Not knowing that, like, damn, nigga, I could have had this whole pie with this nigga I just sold out with. Like, like I said, there's no unity. This is a non-unity country. It's a non-unity country. You know? Yeah, it sucks to say. It's just, they have no unity. All that one love, one blood shit, yeah, it's cool. It's great to hear it, but it's Mickey Mouse. It's just theatrics. They don't really love each other like that. And it's sad because at the end of the day, we could actually see historically Africa and Africa and the Caribbean islands become a power economical country. We could actually, like, if we really think about it, we can actually see, like, if they were really on business, we can actually really see that, listen, as Africa rise, the dollar falls. No, no, we're not falling for that. The boogeyman, Shabaka. There's no unity, and we got people like Shabaka who wants us to team up, but then shits on us. Facts. Everything is about respect. They're not trying to give us no respect. We're not trying to give no help. Everything could be done by themselves now, so they're gonna have to deal with it. Uh, so Kwame yeah, when he says revenue, that's Kwame. But you want to hear something? This is my theory. I think Shabaka is Kwame. Because if you notice, Kwame and Shabaka goes in and out when they talk to us. So that's what I think. If not, Shabaka's just a fucking sucker. He's a sucker. I'm just being personally honest. Shabaka is just a sucker. The sucker version of Kwame. I'm just being personally honest. I could be wrong. I could honestly be wrong. It's just Africa is sucking America dry. You will become a Pan-Africanist once this white man's dollar fall. The African. Y'all don't even have your own currency. Them niggas been juking y'all niggas for like the past like 80 years. 80, 90 years. Probably longer than that. Yeah, over 100 years. Them niggas been juking y'all niggas for y'all resources. So it's like, the truth is they're cowards. And they know that enough. Yeah. It's true. They won't go to their first and second generations and tell them to come together for liberation of their own countries. And yo, you want to hear something crazy? They won't do that for their country, but they'll come together to attack Black America. Y'all won't fight the colonialists, but y'all come together to fight foundational Black Americans. It's sad, man. Like, yo, I'm being personally honest. This shit's sad, man. This is sad. Like, you know how many times that we try to get together and try to help Africa and try to bring, some type of unity with Africa and stuff like that. Niggas used to have the big Africa medallions. Nigga, like 10 years ago, I threw mine away. 15 years ago, I threw my shit away. Anything Pan-African and all that other shit, I threw away. I don't want that shit. Honestly, I would have burnt it if I was still smoking. No, I was still smoking. But I threw the shit away, man. I threw it away because it gives us falsehood. It was falsehood, It didn't make no sense to have shit like that. And it sucked because I was like, yo, I'm Pan-African, Kwanzaa this. We need to all come together. And I'm saying we. And that's not even the Black Americans that were doing this divisiveness. It was the Africans and the Caribbeans. They didn't want to fuck with us. Like I said, they won't fight white America, but they will fight Black Americans. I'm more man than your father will ever be. The Afro dollar, Afro gold, back real good. Real good. Where did these group of foundation has come from? See, look at now you want to talk about my father. Okay. It's cool. Like this is why I say I don't get upset with these Pan Africans. These niggas is dying slowly. Like Pan Africa is dying slowly. And like, this is why I just watched them die. Like Shabaka, I am watching your movement die right now. I'm watching it disappear. Marcus, then after that, you gotta understand. After Pan Africanism died, Marcus Garvey dies. Fucking Stokely Carmichael's Grifton dies. All y'all niggas die. All y'all, that shit dies, man. And all of y'all just going out bad. Will literally team up together against us and tell us not to generalize. They are the brain dead zombies. Have no critical thinking. Facts. Salute to Charlie Shaw. Salute to Lala Brown. Salute to even Kwame. But it's not Kwame, Shabaka. Sorry, Shabaka. Even salute to Shabaka, but y'all are dying. Y'all not really living that long. Y'all ain't living that good out here anymore. This is the crazy part too. Not FBA, sorry. Pan Africans lost the respect and they lost the backup from Black America. Yes, you still got the Boulets and the Democrats and the liberals, but Pan Africanism is dead. Y'all killed Africa. Y'all killed Africa so much that Africa don't even have a Pan-African. I don't even think Pan-Africans have a community in Africa where black people can go and say, oh, yeah, you're welcome here. We're going to watch a Tariq Nasheed video because I know we always have to watch one. It's great. It's great shit. It's not in Africa building. He's over here trying to berate his open facts. Facts he will. Facts, Charlie. Same here. It's just I just learned how to deal with these people.
Free, what's up, Free?
Tariq. What's up, man?
What's going on with you, Free?
Hey, I gotta press you on a couple things, and I gotta ask you a general question on one thing. I'm limited on time, so I'll try to keep it. I'll try to keep it short because I'm limited on time.
Free, you called before, right?
Yeah. We spoke.
Okay, yeah, you're Jamaican, right?
Nah, not even close, man. Not even close. But look, let me ask you, man.
Because that's important.
Why'd you switch it up?
No, that's important. That's important.
No, I think it's important to know. I mean, it's your space. You have a lot of followers.
Why you do it? The fact that you were deliberately trying to duck and dodge where you're from, now that's suspicious.
I don't have to duck. I mean, you can look through my tweets and you can see where I'm from. I'm from the Caribbean. All right, so. But excuse me. My family's from the Caribbean. I'm from here. My family's from the Caribbean.
Right.
But
I want to say this. All people who always talk about, oh yeah, Tariq Nasheed change and all this other stuff, that's just nigga shit. And the reason why I say it's nigga shit because I think we need to grow. Like, what's the problem of growing and maturing? Like, I always tell Caribbeans and Africans this because I do always have conversations with them. I was like, what's the whole reason of maturing? I mean, what's the problem with Black Americans maturing? Niggas got on Jay-Z about that. Oh, Jay-Z ain't the same Jay-Z. He changed. The nigga didn't change. He matured. Like, Kendrick Lamar, he's not going to always be this type of person. He's going to change. He's going to adapt. He's going to mature to life because he's older. What do Jay-Z look like talking about drugs and shit at age of 50? Even look at, what's his name? Pusha T. Pusha T still talks about drugs and stuff, but his music has adapted and it changed and it matured because of his brother. The Clips has made this great, great fucking album, and through years, and I'm gonna say through years, it's gonna be legendary. We're gonna go back and look at that album like, yeah, this nigga's talking about drugs. But the knowledge that he has put on people when saying that, like, yo, I have money. And like, this is what I took from the Clips. Them niggas talked about money because when you have money, you're not supposed to act the same. You're not supposed to act the same. That's why that album, Let God Handle It, is going to be legendary in a few years. It's going to be, and people might not want to hear, oh, yo, because it's about Drake. No. Look at that. You got to listen to that fucking masterpiece and understand that, like, yeah, it talks about drugs and stuff like that. But there's messages. Malice actually really did his thing. This is why people love Malice. When you have money, you're not on the same page. You can't do the same things that other people are doing. Let's even deal with these religious people. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ couldn't do the same shit that everybody else was doing. Jesus Christ had to be on a different status. This is why I always hated when people say, what would Jesus do? Nigga, you wouldn't want to do what Jesus doing. Like, let's personally be honest. Y'all niggas ain't going to want to do that Jesus Christ shit. Y'all going to be like, yo, at least I have a little bit of freedom. Jesus Christ didn't have no freedom. Jesus Christ had to be on a different status on other people because he was leading people. Yeah, then why are you here then? What are you doing with that stupid shit, that stupid flag? The white man is only... It, like I said, it's just... Shabaka's jealous, man. He will always be jealous, and there's nothing to be jealous from. This is why I say, yo, if we're brothers and sisters, why are you jealous of your brother and sister? We've been trying to preach unity for the last 40, 50 years with Africans and Caribbeans. And only thing we got was insults. And this is why now everybody, yo, America's taking y'all benefits from Africa. America's like, yo, we're not giving them no more benefits at all. That's why that guy was like, yo, y'all should be happy. We're doing shit ourselves now. Who is it, nigga from Ghana? Who told y'all niggas, why y'all scared? Why y'all crying? That nigga was like, yo, that means we could do stuff ourselves now. You know, we can be adults and shit, you know? All they do is bully bag and whine and... Yeah, it's true, Lala. What country from in Africa? What tribe do you Facts. Yeah, Charlie, we got to ask those questions. You're right. It's just, let me tell you what it is. They're so used to not giving us respect that they think they can do it now when they don't know, like, shit is changing.
But my question for you is, why did you switch it up?
Switch what up?
All right. The things that you were saying now are in direct contradiction to things that you were saying a handful of years ago. And I hopped into space at a moment where you were mocking the idea of CIA. Why would the CIA want to do anything with Pan-Africanism?
Right.
Out of your own mouth, you were pushing that theory. It wasn't that many years ago.
What theory?
It's not like this is pre-iPhone. Like,
slow down.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What theory was I pushing about the CIA?
You were pushing the fact that the Marcus Garvey movement was basically destroyed by the government, and then on this space, you're mocking that very idea. So, and there are a number of examples of you saying with your entire chest one thing years ago, and now saying the complete opposite thing right now. And my question for you is, why did you switch it up? Are you being paid to switch it
By
up?
who?
Does somebody have something on you? Is that why you're switching it up?
Paid by.
You should give an example for why you're switching it up and you're not being consistent.
Okay. Slow down, because you're trying to do a gotcha. Your gotcha is failing. So slow down. Paid by who? And for what?
I'm Brother, I'm asking you, who are you getting paid by? If and the reason why I ask about getting paid is because out of your own mouth, you push the idea
No, I
that the people who try to sow division between Africans and Black Americans.
stop, because now you're doing tether shit. Because now you're lying. That's what the problem is. When you lie, that makes people want to delineate from people lying. All right? No, 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 no.
I'm posting videos to the nest. These are your own words.
What did I say that talked?
Why did you remove the video from the net?
No, no, no. Don't talk over me. You're trying to do a weak gotcha. You don't have to rush. Because when people have to lie, you gotta
Just introduce
keep
another.
talking and talking.
Facts.
And every time I get you to try to explain something, you get to talking even more. Now, again, who would pay me and for what? Who would pay me for what? To sow division for what? What do you have going on, or anybody in Africa or the Caribbean got going on that would need paid intervention to stop? That's a question to you. Don't start babbling. Let's just make sense of it.
I'm not babbling.
Okay,
Tariq,
what do you have going on that would need somebody to?
may I answer your question?
Okay, go.
May I answer your question?
Please do.
I'm using your own
You're
words.
not. You're deflecting. You're deflecting. I'm asking you.
Oh, can I get through 3 words?
I'm asking
3 words. Let me get more than 3 words out.
how this work. They talk this shit, and we ask them to elaborate on this bullshit because they know they ain't got nothing going on. Let's just say that.
I'm gonna say this, Shabaka. Pan Africanism destroyed Pan Africanism. Y'all destroyed Pan Africanism. You know, so it's like I said, y'all destroyed yourselves. Y'all been doing this scamming type of mentality where it just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't work anymore. You gotta find new tricks. Facts.
Just be honest, man. You
Crazy.
ain't got nothing going on. Africa ain't got nothing going on. The Caribbean ain't got nothing going on. You know good and well you ain't got nothing to infiltrate.
Well, I was
That's-
born in the United States of America, so that's number one. Number two, you're going to.
You don't have anything to infiltrate. We have to have something going together in order for it to be infiltrated. What do we have in
Those
Africa?
were your words, Tariq,
It's
not mine.
You're lying. Okay.
Okay, you're removing the videos from the nest because you don't want people.
You're deflecting. You're not. No. That's a deflection tactic. You say some bullshit and say, "Hey, watch this 3-hour video." No, I'm asking you. Don't put no video up. You explain it, sir, in your words. Because you just got caught lying, and now, no.
Tariq, how am I getting caught lying if I'm putting your?
And explain it, and you keep saying your words. We're not going to sit here and watch
It's your
it.
words, man.
It's not my words. What's the words? Tell me
Okay,
the
then
words.
why are you removing?
But no. You tell me the words. We can't sit here and watch a video right now. You tell me the words. Stop trolling videos.
Mm-hmm.
What's the word?
Your words, and by the way, the clip is very short.
I never said,
But your words.
said that there's anything going that's being infiltrated by the. I've never said no shit like that. What are you saying? I ain't never said no shit like that. And whatever video you have, don't have me saying that. I can guarantee it. Because you ain't got nothing going on.
All right,
That would
clearly you don't want to have a dialogue. You're gonna keep muting me.
You're not saying anything. You think you're going to troll your way through it, sir. You can't explain nothing
Not
in your own.
trolling, man. I've said 5 words
I
this whole
can't
time.
do it in your own words.
All right, brother, you got it, man. I touched the nerve. I apologize.
That's why we delineate. Thank you so much. This is what I'm saying. He's gonna get up here and try to suggest, well, you're getting paid. Is somebody paying me for what? Pay for what? Well, you had there. No, no, no. Pay for what? You ain't got nothing going on. We ain't got nothing cracking that would need intervention by no damn government. We ain't got nothing going on. Y'all not gonna sit here and undermine us indefinitely. Don't tell me about why you switch it up. I have respect for everybody, and I still do. But damn, if you come over here and disrespect us, that's going to stop because y'all been disrespecting us since the '60s, and we've let it go on too long.
Facts.
Enough is enough. Y'all not just going to disrespect us indefinitely. You are the problem. You guys come over here, and y'all been coming over here, undermining us secretly, doing little janky shit after we try to uplift you. Hey, stay away from them, stay away from their kata. All that little
Yeah.
old janky shit. And we said, hey, man, after 50, 60 years of this, enough is enough. We're good. So now we're checking everybody. Y'all thought you weren't going to get checked. That's what it is. You thought that you were not going to get checked with all of your blatant disrespect, all of your undermining. Y'all thought you were going to do that shit indefinitely. All that misrepresenting us. Y'all thought y'all were going to get away with that indefinitely. And we said no. Enough is that we don't want all these weird people who are not of the lineage representing us. We don't want these TV shows with foreign producers showing this degenerate view of blackness.
Facts.
We don't want
Salute
all
to
of these
Charlie Shaw.
tether
She's right.
blogs sitting up here representing our culture. We don't want these crooked wig politicians getting in office and doing everything they can to undermine us and give all of our resources to their fellow immigrants. Let's talk real. That's the issue. Stop talking about make believe CIA infiltration. You're not that important. You ain't got nothing that needs the CIA. You're neutralized. Y'all niggas over there hungry and fleeing. You're already neutralized. That's why family, anytime they start talking, acting like they are so important, you start asking them, but the FBI is funding your movement. You don't have nothing going on that would need the FBI. Explain what you got going on. Nothing. You have nothing going on. This is an organic renaissance right now of people being tired of being exploited. You're going to have to show some damn respect. You ain't that important for some damn CIA. Stop it. Ty Powell, let's get on in here. Sitting over there in a shanty town, talking about, look out the window for the CIA. What, in your shanty town? Ty Powell, what's up, brother?
Yeah, what's up, brother? Hey, I just want to talk about the Jamaicans and these Caribbeans. You know, there's only 5 million Jamaicans on planet Earth,
Mm-hmm.
and 2.1 million live on the island. That means 3 million don't even live there. They're in UK, they're in England, and another thing about the UK, only three it's less than 3 million black people in the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
There's more niggas in Metro Atlanta than the United Kingdom.
Mm.
And that's only 1/49th of black people. So, let's just put it like this. The numbers over there, they're very, very small. And for them to come over here and to try to regulate, nah, we can't have that. FBA can't have that.
Mm-hmm.
The numbers are too small.
Mm.
And I'll learn. I'm laying there.
Thank you so much. And speaking of Jamaican, we have the revenue. Revenue is back. He's a Jamaican babbler, but revenue, what?
I'm laying there.
Thank you so much. And speaking of Jamaican, we have the revenue. Revenue is back. He's a Jamaican babbler, but revenue, what babbling do we have now? Well, what do you got to say?
What's up, Tariq?
I'm good.
What's going on? How you been?
I'm good.
Before I press you a little bit, I just want to pay a little homage to you, man. I've been watching you for quite some years since your Mackin days, all the way on up to Hidden Colors. I bought all of them 1804. So you done some good things.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of bizarre to see the switch, cause,
Why so?
huh?
Why so? Why is it bizarre?
It just seemed bizarre. You come out with a documentary, 1804. You're very supportive
Mm-hmm.
of Haiti.
Still am.
I you I done seen you go to Jamaica with your family. I done seen you go to Africa, Zimbabwe, and different parts of the continent. And it's just like you just made a switch like overnight and just switched to like a xenophobic rhetoric.
Nope.
And now it's like you're talking the last caller that called in and he's quoting your words verbatim.
Word.
They still have your interview up on Hot 97 when you're talking about how the CIA and the government literally was undermining black people connecting on a whole. So for you to get up here and lie and say that, oh, I didn't say these things, like we could still see your old interviews,
Okay,
Tariq. So
on there, you saying something else. You saying something else. This dude said some shit about Garvey. See, y'all tethers, y'all mix your lies.
but that's what you said out your mouth.
No, y'all mix your lies up.
See what I was telling y'all, everybody? How Kwame don't tell the whole story. He'll tell like a half of a story. Is a failed country. FBA's depend on. Here we go, Shabaka. Shabaka, you're a very sick person. Very sick and very delusional. I'm starting to notice that. Like you have this obsession with white people, man. Facts. Because you know what it is? It's the Japanese and the South Koreans. They don't want them mixing with the Africans because the Africans are degenerates in South Africa. But they play like they're Black Americans what they see on TV. That's why if you ever see a South Korean or an African, they have I mean a South Korean or a Japanese, you see that they have like Black American influence. You know,
You mix your damn lies up. You haven't gotten your lies straight. Now, I asked you a million times, what do you have going on now that the government would need to infiltrate? I didn't switch.
You gotta ask them why they assassinated Patrice Lumumba, Kwame Ture, and the other African leaders that the CIA with various sources you can see that they assassinated these people and got these people assassinated. So maybe you should ask your government that you said that that you love. Why would you attack these African leaders that have nothing to offer?
Okay, you deflected.
How I'm deflecting?
I just asked you right now, what do
Yeah.
you have going now?
yeah.
I'm talking about right now because y'all, when you ask somebody a question, y'all, you ask you guys a question.
But these are
You know they're in Jamaica now. They're taking over Jamaica. The Chinese and the Japanese. Oh yeah, they're taking their culture too. That's why I say like, yo, they only got smoke for us, but not for like people that's taking their country. You know.
these are your words you said on the
My words, yo, you're lying. It is not my words. Stop lying. I wish y'all tethers stop lying. These are not my words. You're just babbling. You are babbling. These are not my words.
You didn't say the FBI and the CIA undermined the Marcus Garvey movement. You didn't say that.
Today,
You didn't say that.
that's not today. Yeah, the
Well,
FBI undermined Marcus Garvey, not because of some big unity or whatever globally.
so why did they? So why did they
They,
undermine Marcus Garvey?
they didn't like us getting the shit popping over here. They didn't like us being unified here.
Right.
Problem, we were getting unified here a lot.
So why you getting
So
up now lying on Pan African like they're working with the FBI or some
Y'all niggas
government?
is working.
now, today,
Shabaka works with the
every time I
FBI.
ask you and the other tether, what do you have going on now? Y'all start deflecting, talking about some other shit.
Kwame
Because you can't
Shabaka.
answer, just say that. You don't have anything going on right now that would need infiltrating, do you?
Yeah, Africa has lithium and other natural resources for people.
To infiltrate, they don't. Why would they need the FBI? And they got access to it. The white people already own it.
Where?
All over Africa, they don't. They own the lithium, the gold, the cobalt. They already own that. So why?
What name the companies?
Also,
All
they
of
are
them, all of the major
they're like
corporations.
number 5
all of
in
them?
Don't play
buying
that game.
properties for
All of them?
facts.
And
That's
I don't
true.
have to name them. You know, y'all don't own them.
That's true.
So don't do.
Tariq, most
Yeah, the Jamaicans don't want them in that country anymore. They don't want Africans in this country in Jamaica no more. They want the Africans out the country. So it's yeah, he was like, yo, the African guy's like, yo, you're my brother. He's like, no, he said, I want you out my fucking country. He said, you're the reason why we got fucking sold to the white people. He said, they're the reason why he got buck broke, you know? So yeah.
cities mine.
Name the company. Don't matter. I ain't about to sit here and name corporations. You don't own them.
So
Apple, Mac, AT&T, all the telecommunication companies. Now, I can do that all day. So stop stalling. What do you have that would need infiltration by the damn FBI?
natural resources and unity.
They already
They
got
for-
that shit.
Have the natural resources. The white people have them. The white people and the Chinese already. So what are you
Snatched
talking
your
about?
cookies, man. Snatch your resources.
Even in your homeland, Jamaica, the white people own everything already. What do they need to infiltrate anything for? They own shit. They own.
So what would they need to infiltrate FBA for?
Right. That's what I'm. You tell me. Y'all running around talking about the FBA is the CIA. Okay. How?
Shabaka, you just did that too. Look at yo.
Because you're pushing.
Yo, everybody look into the live chat. Look what Shabaka wrote. No one is taking anything from for Africa. Africa is waking up. United and kicking France and Europe out. This nigga said, you know nothing about the FBI. The FBA is the FBI, CIA. Tariq is a pimp. Now listen what this nigga just said.
How? And the FBA is the CIA. Okay. How
This
and why?
nigga's good.
Because you're pushing
They are
xenophobic
now
rhetoric
Jamaicans out of
No, I'm not.
many one.
You're
one
not?
people.
No, not
That's
so
true,
when,
Charlie.
when you say tether,
wanting you to come over here and undermine us. That's not xenophobic. That's protecting the culture. What do you have going on that would need to be infiltrated by some alphabet agency? You don't have anything going, sir. You don't own anything over there. White people already own everything. There is no unity there.
what gold mine or lithium mine Apple owns in Africa?
You're babbling.
You said a telecommunication.
You're babbling. You're just babbling in circles right now because you can't answer the question and you can't specify what's being infiltrated. So you're trying to change the subject in a feeble, weak attempt to deflect. What about the gold? Who owned the gold? Name?
You said they own.
Can you name the company that owned the gold? Okay, you're just babbling. Y'all don't own it, right? So why are you asking a bullshit question like that that's inconsequential? You don't own it.
I'm going off the words that came out your mouth because you said they infiltrated Marcus Garvey and they stopped this black unity thing. This is what you said on the Hot 97
And
interview
that ain't got
that we could see every the whole.
to do with what's happening over
West
in
African
Africa now.
Indians. Facts.
You keep talking about Marcus Garvey. That's completely different from what's happening in
What
Africa and the
about the
Caribbean
gold?
now.
Who
You
owns
talking
the
about Marcus Garvey
gold?
is a deflection. It's a failed gotcha. It's a failed gotcha. You tethers them cooked up. It failed. Let it go. Will y'all let failed shit go? Y'all guys are the worst. Y'all be failing and just keep on holding on to an L.
Tariq, we just trying to
Oh,
figure out why you switched up.
I done told you I ain't switched up. We're protecting the culture. You guys will take an L and just hold on to the damn L. You're sitting there eating dirt cookies and just sprinkling sugar on the dirt cookies. You just stop taking an L. Let me get brother Daniel in here. Daniel, hop on in here.
Yo, what's good, Flick?
Hey brother, how are you, Dan? Oh, probably a double mute, Dan. Hop on. Unmute.
Yeah, it's a double mute. Man, this you hit the nail on the head, Flex. This is a crazy deflection. It was just bad, bro. You right now, you guys are praising the Ibrahim guy from Burkina Faso because he expelled the foreign companies from mining. They don't have mining equipment over there, so they don't own the shit. What are you talking about?
So Ibrahim Toure don't own his gold mines. Are you serious? Like you say, you get on this space and you literally know nothing, and then you spew these
Gotcha.
things like with no evidence, no facts, no sources, and talk about
Canada.
how you want.
hmm
Ibrahim Toure is literally producing gold every day, gold bars every day.
No,
You
no. But
could
how?
you
But
huh?
how do you do that?
He has gold mines, just like Ghana has gold
No.
mines,
I
just
know
like
that. I know
Nigeria
that.
has oil refinery companies. Like, are you
Listen.
serious?
He just expelled those people. Did he
Yeah,
not?
yes. He expelled the
So
French.
before
He
then, did he
expelled the
own it?
French. No.
Okay, thank you. So
Facts.
niggas is just now getting it. What year is this?
What does it matter?
It
No. What year is this?
Why does it matter?
No, I'm
If
asking
the
you. What
man, if
year
the
is this?
man, you just
The
try to
year is
undermine the man like the
2025.
man don't
So
own his
that's
gold.
not keeping score.
You
So
just
all the way from whenever they discovered the mines, all the way up in 2025, they didn't own the shit. That story is the same. Look, as a matter of fact, they even sell the mining rights to other countries. They sign 150-year leases. Do
to
they
who?
not?
To to who?
Do they sign them? Yes or no?
to endeavor
To who?
overseers
Do they sign them? Yes or no?
To what country are you speaking about?
the
Do
UK,
they sign them?
Australia,
Yes or no?
China. I can tell you.
You said
Yeah, I
what?
mean, yeah. China
Do you know? Do you even know a Black American woman own a mine in Africa?
what
Are
the
you people
fuck does
serious?
that got to
Serious?
do with anything? Look, you just saying stuff, brother. Look, listen. I mean, look, bro. At the end of the day, and I know this is embarrassing for you because we can look at Jamaica right now. The Chinese people own the sugar
Right,
cane fields in
right,
your ancestral homeland, correct?
right. And Black Americans only contribute 1% of the GDP in America. So
Yeah,
what's
that's
worse?
pretty
What is worse?
large percentage though. You know that, right?
The U.S. GDP is $27 trillion.
And
How much you
we at
think
three
Black
trillion.
American
Do the math on that.
you show a source for that? Your
It's
spending
talking about
power
an
is
all
only
time.
1.8 trillion dollars. So you
No. That's
contribute less,
spending. Earned money is different. You understand that the earning and spending is different, right?
Got
brother.
him.
Black
Exactly.
Got him.
Americans
But you
do
getting off
not
subject
own
though.
Black
We talking about
Americans
the
own less
mining
than
stuff
five
over in
percent.
America though.
Brother,
Where's all this cobalt
you
coming from?
contribute less than 5% of the national GDP.
Yeah,
It's
sure, whatever.
it's a
Where
fact.
is
It's not. That's a fact. That's
Gotcha,
the
100%,
statistics.
100%. Yeah, whatever.
So
Real
don't
quick,
talk about what
back to the
China
mining
own.
thing though.
China own more in America than they own in Jamaica. Everything you pick up is made in China.
That's a
China.
manufacturing standpoint.
Yeah, so you talking about a couple sugar factories in Jamaica. How much
But
stuff do
that's your
China
whole
own
industry
in
though.
your country? If America is your
But
country,
that's your
even though it's
industry though.
not, China own more in America than they own in
Hold on, hold
Africa.
on. So what is Jamaica known for again?
vacation,
Yep,
the food,
vacations.
the
What else?
culture.
Gotcha. Who
Yeah,
owns
and
who's
why are we comparing a small
who's
island
buying the results?
versus a country
Oh,
like America?
No, no, no. The point I'm making is
sports.
right.
Who owns
You guys have
sports?
so. Wait, you said what, Flex?
Investors, the same way in America.
Mm-hmm.
It's foreign investors all around America. Why are you not talking
No,
about
no,
that?
no, no, no. You telling me that you think it's the same? It's the same between how
It,
China's doing America
it's
as they doing
worse.
Jamaica?
It's worse because
It's
you want to
worse
get
in
on
America?
Jamaica, but you only contribute less than 5% of the
No, no,
national
no. How many
GDP.
industries do they
That's
control here in
bad,
America?
huh?
How many industries do they control here in America?
They control a lot of industries. You've seen they
No,
said
what
most of the
name
job,
some?
most of
Name
Detroit
some.
was ruined while China built up off the backs of the industry that left Detroit.
No, that's not. That's not. What are you talking about?
You just
I'm from Michigan. You know that, right?
Yes, and we know that the automotive industry left Detroit and it fractured the whole city and that whole
That's
area.
not. That's actually not what happened.
Oh, so what happened then?
No, they moved the jobs around. So instead of being centralized in Detroit, you got some up in Flint,
Bro,
Grand Rapids.
GM and the
Look,
other
it's not even.
companies
It's not even.
are
It's not even worth
overseas.
getting to it with you because you do this thing where once you lose a point, instead of conceding you lost at a point, you just switch the subject, bro.
When
right.
I don't
It's just
lose
so
any
terrible.
points. Yeah, y'all could check every day. People are
Real clumsy ass deflection. Somebody, you get pounded down on like Jamaica. Then you're like, what about SeaWorld? Who owns SeaWorld? The whales. Black folks don't own no whales. You get some real dumbass deflection that's silly and goofy.
Yeah, yeah. It's ridiculous to listen to it. Like
I
I'm
know.
just like he says it's so I don't know, it's so wildly stupid. I'd be like trying to compute like, was he serious right now?
Right.
Dog, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like this man said with a straight face, well, who owned the mines? Knowing that Burkina Faso's been pumping gold out for decades and they just got the mine this year.
Right.
They've been literally their currency was tied to the French. And the French would cut their currency whenever they was getting too good. That's why I respect the fulfilling of mines.
even
It's
if
just
that's true,
ridiculous.
what is the point? Okay,
The point is
French
that's
own
exactly how you
the
guys are being
francophone
exploited.
companies was under French control. Now they're not.
Hey y'all, I'm having a good time on the beach right now, and you know I had to get my root work on.
That's just crazy, man. See, I told you. Hey, look at Shabaka's doing the same thing now. Deflecting. You know? I'm gonna say this. Before I land,
So you need to get your root work on too.
before I land, I'm gonna say this. What is I'm gonna tell you my opinion on fixing the Caribbean islands in Africa. And it might be crazy, but and it might not be true. I'm gonna say this. In Africa, they're gonna have to all those people who are in America or in like England, all these other countries and stuff like that, they're gonna have to come back home. They're gonna have to come back home and give these people these skills in Africa. They're gonna have to give these people these skills and teach these people these skills to build Africa. You know, and if you can't do that, then there's gonna be an issue. First, you're gonna be starting more jobs for people in your country. Second of all, there's gonna be currencies coming out your country, so where you don't need to go to another country to get help. You already got the skill in your country. Third, I think the tribalism that is gonna have to stop. Y'all gonna have to see yourself as one. You know, not a tribal country. You know, it's the purpose on these people for me. I see my pride is a deadly sin. Shake my head. Yeah, they do. They see it. Yes, I know this. We No, y'all did. Y'all did. Y'all complied. You know. That's why people were running. This is why people were fleeing. This is why certain people had the, the green light to go to other countries. Doing hand jobs under the desk to these white men and them having to fuck your women and stuff like that. It's crazy. Africans. Nah, they've been lost that spirit. That spirit has been broken out of them, Shabaka. Also, too, I think they need to find a political area where people can talk for them so they can be voted for. I think that would be great. And they're going to have to create their own currency. It might crumble some states and stuff. They might have to do some deals, but I think they need to create their own currency, It might be a little bloodshed, but this is what comes with freedom, you know? Freedom just doesn't land in your hand. Sometimes you're going to have to fight for it politically, you know? I feel also, too, I think hard labor should be built in Africa, too. Like building houses and stuff like that and buildings and stuff like that. Y'all should be trying to think about building fucking like company buildings for finance and fucking import and export. It should only be one or two fucking families owning everything. And that's the problem. Afro gold and Afro money is the currency of... No, it's not. Y'all do pounds and you do fucking euros. Some of y'all do some other stuff, but y'all do whatever your oppressor is doing. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's just what y'all doing right now. But you act like, but Shabaka, I'm gonna say this: you act like shit can't change. So you feel like you have to hide it. You don't have to hide it. You just gotta, you gotta be on your P's and Q's. There's no ands or buts about it. You just gotta be on your P's and Q's about everything. Like I said, you're gonna have to prepare to fight, and you're gonna have to figure out a way to get out of the Western Hemisphere's hands. I'm just gonna be personally honest. Them niggas think that y'all can't do it by yourself, but if enough of y'all fight, y'all can do it. I don't think if y'all don't fight, it's not gonna be done. Them niggas just gonna think y'all pump faking. Just like Black Americans. Black Americans think y'all niggas is pump faking. With Caribbeans, oh yeah. Also too, Africa is gonna have to unite with Africans. The whole of Africa. The whole African continent. I don't think y'all can do it by yourselves. And that's just how I feel. Caribbeans, y'all gonna have to prepare to fight. We're gonna see the warrior class out of y'all. See if it didn't skip the generation, and the reason why I say you gotta see if it didn't skip a generation, because we haven't seen the West Indians fight in years. We just been seeing them complying, like, oh, why are they doing this to us and stuff like that. And like I get it. Like I always tell y'all, I get it. It's just it's time to get busy. All that smoke that you have for Black Americans is time for y'all to have smoke with the white supremacists. So that's what it comes with. The other one is y'all need to build and fix communities. You gotta have communities that are known for something because you're an island. Like, say if this island is known for like manufacture, like Detroit and other places like that. Y'all need an island like that. I don't think all of y'all should be doing different stuff. I think your island, your state, or your country, or your community should be known for different things. Yeah, y'all might do something different. Like, oh yeah, this person does manufacturing, but he lives near a guy who does architect, or some shit like that. I think y'all should do it like that. And it might work. It might work, it might not work. Also, too, I think y'all, the way how your country is built, I think y'all should be disrupting the systems and the foreigners. And the reason why is because those are the ones that's getting all the money and taking all the resources. So y'all should be getting busy out here. And also, y'all, the last thing I'm gonna say, y'all need to make the Caribbeans Caribbean again. Y'all are turning into a fucking United Nation where everybody's just coming over to your country to take your resources. So I think y'all need to fix that part about it too. And I think more money will come into the community. Like, yeah, it's cool that this is tourism, but at the end of the day, it should only just be a tourism. You should have companies and buildings. Like, look at Japan. I always talk about Japan. Japan is a tourism spot, but is also known for, business. Electronics and everything. And their culture. That's what else is known for. So I think y'all can fix y'all country that way. Shabaka, why are you talking? See, this is why I always tell. See, this is why people are falling away from Pan Africanism. We're talking about how to fix Africa and the Caribbean islands, and you're talking about Black Americans. Everybody, I want y'all to take a look at this. Take a look at this guy. He's worse than a fucking liberal. He blames everybody except himself, except his own people. I gave my opinion on how we can fix Africa and how that they don't need everybody to come to Africa, but they're going to have to, there has to be some bloodshed. Abraham's on the right track. It's just none of y'all are not going to be on his side. Join the Africa. No, I'm not joining your fucking liberation. Fuck your liberation. That shit is a fucking scam. Y'all niggas a scam. I'm just giving ideas how to fix the country. The fuck? Join your skit. Nigga, fuck out of here, nigga. I'm staying right here. What's going on, Randall? Salute. They hate Black Americans. He can't control himself. Nah, he can't control himself. We're giving ideas how we can fix Africa and Caribbeans. We're doing something different. He still talk about Black Americans. This motherfucker's pitiful, man. He's sad, man. This is what Africa turned into. Crying and complaining. Y'all got a more victimhood than white people. I gotta be personally honest. Y'all got a victimhood mindset, Y'all gotta get out that shit and y'all gotta get ready to fight. You see Black Americans fighting? Y'all should be doing this in Africa. We don't give a fuck how big the government is. If y'all fight, that's all that matters. Then you're gonna have more people wanting to defend you because you know what? Y'all took the step to doing it. I'm being personally honest. But I want to give shout outs to Shabaka. Oh, let me see what Black Americans try to help everyone. Came here and dogged Black men. Facts. It's true. That's true. Randall's right. We try to help, but no need to it. They got it, But I'm going to give shout outs to Randall, Shabaka, Lala Brown, Charlie Brown. Lala Brown and Charlie Shaw. Sorry, Charlie. Who else? E-Will. Let me see. E-Will, Lala Brown. Extreme X, salute to Extreme X, Charlie Brown, Kwame, and Randall. If I didn't say your name, just shoot me an email and say, oh, yo, I was on there, big homies, and I'll apologize, and I'll say your name next show. But, yeah, man, it's time for Africa to do what they're supposed to do, man. They need to be doing God's work, but Shout out to everybody. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow or probably later on.